So this is the vegetable garden, and now it's middle of July, and we started planting all of this about 2 months ago in the middle of May. And we're starting in the southeast corner. And here we've got carrots and lettuce and radishes in this bed, a little wild something or other, blue bonnet or something like that. And there's a lot of things that went to seed last year, like this dill, which just comes up again. Susan likes it coming up again. And here we've got all kinds of chards and spinaches and some beets, tomatillos here and there in this bed. There's some lettuce gone to seed, and onion sets in there. This is a cilantro gone to seed. And parsley, this is the herb bed. We've got sage, thyme, tarragon, all kinds of basil, rosemary, parsley, marjoram. This is lovage, and some more of that wildy stuff that comes up, mint. And then I recently put some lettuces down here to begin coming up, hopefully before the frost. And then here we've got some of the seedlings that were growing in the greenhouse, cauliflower and cabbage, and some broccoli down there coming. And so those are all doing pretty well. Nice flowers, and there's the garden shed. And then we got sunflowers and these are some winter squashes coming up. Raspberry patch. Peppers. And some crazy mint. Kale. And more lettuce. Lots more lettuce. We've got a lot of tomatoes planted as well. And some of the tomatoes and some parsley going quite crazy in the middle. These are more broccolis and cauliflowers and cabbage, sunflowers. And these are zucchinis and yellow crooknecks, all kinds of flowers, tomatoes, nasturtiums coming up next to the tomatoes. And that's some of our rhubarb over there. You're making a noise. Radishes, which are just about done now. They're about finished. Here comes a cabbage. Ooh, look at that. Great fat thing. Yum yum. And this whole crazy mess here is what came up out of cast off seed last year, and Susan really likes that, and that comes up like that. So now we're going back towards all of these new irrigation pipes that Richard put in this year to drip, try and save some water. Here's the strawberries. Lovely strawberry patch. More irrigation doodles. And some lovely basils coming up over here. And more squash. Kales and spinaches, kohlrabi and marigolds to stop the bugs. Over there we've got beans, string beans coming up, musicas and string beans, and that's bush beans down there. More string beans, and beyond that is more rhubarb and beets and peas coming along over here. Beets and peas. Lovely beets. Going to pick some beets today. And there are the peas fattening up. And next to the bush beans are potatoes. Look at that. A lot of potatoes. A lot of potatoes. Yum. And we put the potatoes into the root cellar for the winter, and that's what we eat all through the winter time from the root cellar. Okay, so there's Susan's teepee over the other side of the river, and you can hear the river in the background going along. There come the beans, some more tomatoes, and this is an experimental box of potatoes, which are pretty fun. You keep piling them up and burying them, putting another lot of potatoes in until there's sort of 100 weights of potatoes in there. We've got some swings to play on while the peas are growing. That's the lovely rhubarb that we've been eating for quite a long time. Lots more. Oh, here's the asparagus bed that we cleared out this year to try and give it some air. Looks like we've got some nice asparagus seeds coming here. And a huge lettuce. Look at that. And another lettuce. And tomatoes. Some nice cherry tomatoes coming along. And there's another thing coming to seed. And here beyond the swings are some more raspberries. Lots more raspberries. And here are some raspberries coming up for next year. And then this is the end of the garden. And those are the hills. I think that one's called Proposal Peak up there. I think that's where Jack proposed to Susan. And here's another new rhubarb growing. And some more. We've got some more. This is the whole bed of asparagus still coming up. More peas coming along on these posts. And those are potatoes at the end of the line. Lots of sunflowers and dill. Lovely. And then over here at the back, this is in the north section, are the currants. Currants coming up, starting to get ripe, with a net on them to try and stop the birds a little bit. More currants, and more currants, and more currants. And some lovely sunflowers coming through. That's nasturtiums, climbing nasturtiums. And the sunflowers are facing the sun. We'll come along the other side and have a look at those. Those are lilies. There we go. There's the sunflowers coming, looking at the sun, and they'll follow the sun all day long, turning their heads. Very sweet. More sunflowers. This is a beautiful place to be all day. Not bad for a job. And that's it. That's the veggie garden.